I am in search for random secrets that the devs have thrown into Grounded. We're currently loading into a game, but I think I've found the location of the new boss arena. I don't think it's going to be a lab. I don't think it's going to be anything else. I think it's going to be a tunnel to a new boss arena. Maybe even, okay, maybe even an infected Mantis boss arena, because it fits. It's the right place. It looks amazing in there. It's going to be insane. We're going to check out the other boss arenas now, and then we're going to go look at this new one. So make sure you hit that subscribe button for future videos while we check out all this sort of stuff and look for more secrets that the devs have thrown into Grounded. Let's get into it. Before we do anything, we need to go check out all the different boss arenas that exist. So the first stop is going to be the first boss that you actually face in the game if you're doing storyline stuff. So this is spoilers. If you don't want to watch that, skip ahead a few minutes once we're past all those one-time bosses. All right. So a lot of these boss fights happen in two areas. You have the original area down over here. Okay, the Black Ant Lab. Please don't have a tuft. I don't have a tuft! After a quick stop off at the base to grab myself a tuft so I don't do what I just did, we're going to make our way over to the Black Ant Lab to check out these different boss arenas. Then finally, after we've gone through all of them, we're going to take a look at where I think the new boss arena is going to be. I found another room to get into! Ooh! Oh, that's going to be cool. You're going to be difficult. All right, anyway. Sidetrack. This is the first major boss arena that you will come across in Grounded. This is for the assistant manager, and the whole arena as a whole for the fight is quite good. These spit out big, like, fiery laser beams. These are completely electrified. It's scary, it's tough, and it makes you stay on your toes. The fight itself isn't too bad. Just bring a club with you and you're all good. But I really like the look of this arena, and I think they've done a really, really good job with the look with the rest of the lab. So this is the first arena. We're going to go look at the next boss arena, which happens to be in the Undershed. And I'm terrified of that. Oh, another room. This is the second of 3 of the non-respawnable boss fights that you can do in Grounded. Again, this lab design is really cool. The fogginess creeps me out to no end. Oh, that's the battery room. Yo, this is so cool. I wonder if I can get in there. Yeah, these boss arenas look good. I don't think it's going to compare to what I think they can do with the space that I have tracked down. I don't know if it's going to compare. But yeah, this is the man room. It's not bad. I like it in here. I think it's really cool. To be fair, they've done a really good job with every single lab in this game. In all honesty, I do love them all. The next lab we're checking out is Director Schmechter's lab. And it is home to one of the toughest fights. It's not fun. Director Schmechter is a behemoth of a fight. You can also find the recipe to the infected brood mother down in here. We're going to take a trip down this little tube, and we've seen this in a previous video. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it just up here. You can even see I've been building down here. I'm trying to get in here, but we've been inside this room just here. But that leads down into this lab. Now, this lab is relatively boring until it starts. All of these produce lasers. Okay, every single one of these ones produces lasers. These shoot out electrified orbs, and these distribute, you can hear them, all the ants that are tucked away back up in here. All these ants will start shooting out into here. Now, I'm not sure if they actually walk out of there or it's just a cool little design feature. I don't know. We would have to actually test that in a game where I've managed to build into here before I've beaten Director Schmechter. Surprisingly, gonna be pretty difficult to do. But yeah, this lab overall is kind of boring. I wonder if I can go up in that. Anyway, now we've got the respawnable boss fight arenas. Let's go check them out. And that's what I think this new location is going to be. I reckon it's potentially going to be an infected Mantis area. I'm hoping it'll be an infected Mantis area. Logically, that's the next boss in line to get an infected variant. Unless they turn, like, the Black Widow into an infected variant, which I don't want. That's going to be borderline impossible to defeat. And I am genuinely terrified if they're going to think of bringing something like that in. This is the entrance of the BRW Mother Den, and this is very similar to the infected BRW Mother Den that we are going to look at very, very soon. But there's just the work that the devs have put in to how these look, even the audio, and there is a bee in here.
Look at that bee.
Why are you in here? This right here is the BRW Mother Den. They've added some super cool lighting effects to this, and I love the look of this one.
There's a bee. Where's the honey?
Yeah, good question, Hoops. It's not in here. This is where a spider lives, and we don't want to be in here. This and the infected BRW Mother Den are very, very similar in the way that they look, but the infected BRW Mother Den just has another level above in the way that it looks, and the audio for it even is just phenomenal. So, I love the look of this. It's nice to have, you know, there's orb weavers, there's stink bugs, you name it, it's all around this, and it looks really cool. And I really like just some of the specific design aspects. Even these slime mold stalks over in the corner here, just to give it that little eerie glow for a big boss fight arena. I think it looks super, super good. Big fan of this one. On to the next one, the Mantis Arena. This is by far my favorite boss arena that they have put in the game. The infected BRW Mother is close second, but I really like the idea of a little bonsai tree or pot plant being this ridiculous boss arena for the Orchid Mantis. And it's so pretty in here. The lighting effects are beautiful. It's just, I love this one. This is by far my favorite, and in my opinion, the best designed boss arena that exists in Grounded, until maybe they add this new one in. And I really hope they do. I really hope they do. On to the second last of the two remaining boss arenas. This is going to be the Wasp Queen Arena. And again, the Grounded devs just keep upping themselves when it comes to making very pretty things, very aesthetically pleasing bases. So let's go check it out. I really don't like it in this place, but this is the Wasp Queen Den, and it is, of course, a giant wasp nest with, again, ridiculously pretty lighting effects. And I do know how they've done this, too. I have been kind of, aside from breaking the game, you guys know I do that. But I have seen how they've done this, and it looks just so good. But yeah, yet another super cool arena. Ignore the dead body, which is a little bit sad. They died to the queen. That's a little bit rough. Again, it's just super pretty. And the fight is tough. Especially because there's nowhere to hide in here. In the Mantis Arena, you've got the tree in the middle. There's nowhere really to hide in the BRW Mother Den either, but I mean, the fight's not that complicated. It's one of the first ones, if you're going to take on any of the respawnable bosses, it's one of the first ones I would recommend. This is a lot tougher, and with nowhere to hide, not much place to really, you know, get into. I know a lot of people are hiding in these when she shoots acid, or shoots venom, but I don't know, up to you. But again, my favorite thing about all this is how the lighting effects work in this game. It's so pretty, and these boss arenas look insane. One final arena to go to. Let's go check it out. This is our final stop. Before I show you the location, I think is going to be a new boss arena rather than anything else. This is the infected BRW Mother Den, and second favorite, real close. Why are you in here? Really close.
Weird weevils up ahead.
Yeah, me too. I don't know why he's in here though.
Problem weevil incoming.
Oi! I'm trying to talk. Dang it, Hoops. This arena is super pretty. Very close second to the Orchid Mantis Den. I love the blue tinge. I really love the blue tinge. I think it looks so pretty. And this is the only arena where you can actually see the boss before they spawn in. The only arena, every other one, not a single other arena will show you any part of the boss. They spawn from somewhere else and fly on in. So this is super cool. Now I'm really excited for this. I really, really hope it's true. But yeah, I think this is going to be a brand new boss location. I personally think it's going to be the infected Mantis. I don't know yet. Let's go check out where I think it is. And you've already seen this place. Let's get to it. I know you've seen this specific section in a previous video where I talked about this being a new lab location or something they're going to work into because of this. Now, I'm going to break down these mushroom walls and show you kind of where this pops out and all about this little tunnel here. But I think, imagine falling into this little section, right? From above. Now, I'll show you exactly where this is just by building up here. This little section isn't too far up. You can see it there. You can see the bottom of it there. This is a little pool at the bottom of one of the big cracks that exists, right? So if I go up like another one, I think I clipped through the bottom. Yeah. And right there. Now, all you need to do is chuck a little switch in this pond somewhere that opens this up. That opens a door and fits into a lab entrance, or just has a straight cave that runs down. Alright? Imagine, we're gonna have to reload. Imagine that just below your feet in this pond. It's insane to think that this is here, and I have to ask why. Let's go see where it leads off to. I think with a little bit of reworking, you know, if they were to put webs, you know, for a spider boss or whatever it may be, with this little tunnel. Could you imagine the arena they can chuck right here? Like how freaking cool that arena would look. It just has to be an underground nest. Now it doesn't have to be the infected Mantis. It could be any boss, anything that lived underground. I think it would be super, super cool to have this, whatever they want to put in here, because it looks like, I mean, you can see this down here. You can see like the Black Widow one right ahead, right? They can just put willy-nilly a spawnable area right here, like a little boss arena that they just spawn in. And I genuinely think this might be where they go with that. Is this going to be a brand new boss arena? I don't know, but I think it is a really, really good option. I really, really do. Alright, that's going to do it from me. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate it as always. Make sure you check out other videos in the series where we've been trying to find all the different secrets that exist. I'll link a couple, like, down here. Okay, make sure you check those out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone!